everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're ranking the top 15 Sonic Prime action figures from Jakks Pacific. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. Number 15 is New York City Sonic. This figure has been released twice and is boring to me, honestly. It provides a template for at least all the other Sonics in this line, which is great. The shoes are fine, I guess, but the rest of the figure is very bland and forgettable. Number 14 is Chaos Sonic. Yeah, his limbs are too long. That's my main complaint. Portions are out of whack for this guy, and he's kind of boring to me. He looks really weird, I think, and just not too great at all. His character was fine in the show, but really this figure needs a redo that would be much better, and we'll get that down the line soon. Lucky number 13 is Knucks. He's an okay figure for me, another version of Knuckles at least. I love Knuckles, don't get me wrong, but I would have loved to see Dread. He's a much more important character in the series than Knucks, at least. I do like how he looks. The gray is a little bit bland. I do like the egg cracking thing up top, that's pretty neat, but everything else is just kind of boring to me. Another version of Knuckles at least. Number 12 is Boss Cage Maze Sonic. I really like the gloves and shoes, but really that's about it. This is the same Sonic as we've seen before, and a little paler, a little more green. It's kind of weird, but I do like how the augments look for this figure at least. Number 11 is Thorin Rose of the Boss Cage Maze. I do like the look of this figure as far as sculpt and paint. The articulation really suffers though with this hammer. It's just way too heavy for the figure, weighs her down, and even if it's an accessory, it's a terrible one. It's a big clunky thing. I would have loved to see her with her bird or something. That'd be awesome. But yeah, she's just number 11 for now. Cracking the top 10 is Mr. Dr. Eggman. I like the look of this figure. He actually has really nice articulation. My big issue though is this stupid design for this. Take this out and I wouldn't have an issue with this figure. He'd probably be in the top 5, but for now he's in the top 10. Again, great articulation, sculpt, and paint, but this is just dumb to me and barely works. Number 9, fittingly, is number 9 in this ranking. I find this figure to be really nicely done. The sculpt and paint are done great. The articulation is just way too much for these. It could have been bendy or something, but they're all articulated. Some points I really fear will break. Others are way too loose to hold anything up. He can't even do that cool spider walk he does in the show. And the expression on the face isn't that great at all. Could be more manic. And they should have released him a little bit later down the line. Number 8 is Gnarly Knuckles. I really love how this figure looks. Not much to say except a better version of Knuckles. While not Dread, a nice figure overall with some really great sculpt, paint, and pretty nice articulation. Definitely a great figure for Knuckles. Number 7 is Dr. Deep, and I really love how this figure is sculpted. I love the gold on him. The articulation is very nice as well. There's no weapon or sword or anything for the hand, but I do appreciate the look of this character. It's very flashy, very him. The tattoos are really great on the arm, and I'm just really impressed with how they put together this figure. Swords or even the mech would make this figure go over the top. Number 6 is Black Rose. I really love how this figure looks. The pirate motif really sells it for me. She's also really cute, and cute plus pirate is a win. I wish there was a sword or something, but luckily you can get that from a different figure. I really do love this figure a lot, and Amy's just so darn cute. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. In the top 5 is Baton Rouge. I love this figure. The printing is so nice on the fabric. I really love how the boots are with the buckles. The wings are amazing. It's so nicely done. And the eyeshadow and face is excellent. But she comes with the best accessory of all, this pirate sword. It's phenomenal. Fits well in the hand and works well with other figures. Definitely pick up Baton Rouge. Number 4 is the Grim variant of Sonic. I love this figure. It is so awesome to see a better Sonic with a nice smile face. The eyes are great. The gloves are awesome with the hexagons. But really, the best part is the shoes. They are just perfect and phenomenal. Really excellent. I really love this figure. He is a win and one of the better Sonics from this line. Number 3 is Shadow the Hedgehog. You cannot replace the classics with this one, and this figure is phenomenal. I love how he looks. He's excellent. A really nice, detailed Shadow the Hedgehog in 5-inch scale for you. Basically, from the games, everything is there, just basically perfect and truly awesome. Number 2 is the Sonic Trooper of the Grim. I really love how this figure looks, so excellently done. There's a night motif going on with this that's phenomenal, and you take Chaos Sonic, one of my least favorite figures, and turn it into this one. That is a sheer work of beauty. I love everything about this. It's so excellent, except if this was an alpha, I would love it even more so. Instead of having to get a bunch of these and not having the other army builders, you can get away with one alpha. I would love that more, but for now, this figure is number 2. And number 1 is Rusty Rose, the roboticized Amy Rose. This is a fantastic figure with some amazing sculpt, way better paint than the rest. There's actual wash on the figure, and articulation is phenomenal with even a good function. This is the pinnacle of Sonic Prime, not only in character design, character, but also action figure dumb. Just fantastically done for this figure, and essentially perfect. If this were a little bit longer, she'd be the best figure ever, period, in anything. Here's my ranking from Wave 1, going from worst to best. Here's my ranking of Wave 2 from worst to best. Here's my Wave 3 ranking from worst to best. And here's my Wave 4 ranking from worst to best. Overall, looking past Prime Time. Sonic Prime was a pretty good TV show, but I find it now to be a relic of something that could have been much better. Instead of 3 great seasons, we only got 2 great seasons and an overly long final one. And during the time the show has been premiering, the action figures for it are just okay. The paint and sculpt are excellent for these figures given the technology and when these came out, but I find the articulation to be a bit archaic. A few figures here are truly awesome, but the rest are just filler, making me think of what we could have had with this line. With a line this small with only 15 figures or so, character selection is key and someone dropped the ball. If you're a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, Netflix television series, or Sonic Prime, these are the figures for you. But if not, then I would only recommend cherry picking the ones you like. But make no mistake, this Sonic the Hedgehog Netflix action figure line is odd, sometimes uneven, but never truly Prime. So which Sonic Prime figure is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.